UroLift system, an outpatient treatment that simply reopens the channel to increase flow with no cutting. Yes.
Most side effects are mild to moderate. Serious bleeding and infection events are rare. Visit urolift.com.
Ask your urologist about UroLift. Call 800-490-4455 today.
5 billion people lack access to safe surgery. Thousands of children are suffering and dying from treatable causes. For 40 years, Mercy Ships has deployed floating hospitals to provide the free surgeries these children can do for illness. Together, we can give children the hope and healing they never thought possible. It's a mission powered by love, made possible by you. Give today.
Does your antiperspirant keep you dry all day? We've put Dove Men Dry Spray to the test with Nelson, a volunteer who puts care into everything he does.
It's a deodorant that really protects my skin. It's comfortable and lasts a long time.
Dove Men goes on dry, clean feel all day.
I like to boost it. My vitamins get boosted. I like to boost it. We like to
This amazing vitamin boost. If you have this, consider adding this. An AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan from United Healthcare. Medicare Supplement plans help by paying some of what Medicare doesn't and let you see any doctor, any specialist, anywhere in the U.S. who accepts Medicare patients. So if you have this, consider adding this. Call United Healthcare today for your free decision guide.
There comes a time on a homestead when the older generation has to have a reins on the next generation.
Saturday, October 22nd, I release of breathtaking lakefront and large acreage estate properties at Lakeland Ranch. Convenient to both Houston and Dallas, located in a mecca for outdoor activities, featuring correct lakefronts up to 5 acres from $69,900 or rare 5 to 15 acre estates from only $49,900. Perfect for full-time, second home, or retirement. Find your dream property on October 22nd. Excellent financing is available. Call now.
Sir, you won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. So take Allegra before allergy symptoms take over you. And new Allegra Hives works from the inside to relieve itching and reduce hives for 24 hours. Age before beauty? Why not both? Visibly diminish wrinkled skin in just 8 days. New Quick Corrector Lotion, only from Gold. Championing your skin.
The advantage deployed to provide you with all the deadly little knickknacks.
It ain't gonna do it. Okay, why must you be such a man?
This elevator
You're a
is
bad
broken.
doctor. How is the only doctor still doing
They
it?
function on their face office. Find some components and
I've been using
restore it.
community support. Literally like
All I need were Emmanuel the Feisty who captured the hearts of millions with his love of stealing the spotlight as he did just there. But now the bird with an attitude is fighting for his life, we're sorry to say. Farmer Taylor Blake posted a devastating update about an avian flu outbreak on Knuckle Bump Farms where Emmanuel lives. She writes this: our farm was heavily impacted by wild geese bringing in avian flu, and we lost 99% of the birds on our farm. We lost 50 plus birds in 3 days. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, she goes on to say. We thought we were out of the woods when Emmanuel unexpectedly went down this past Wednesday. He has a long road ahead, but I know in my heart that God is healing him. I know all of this won't be in vain. I know that Emmanuel Todd Lopez will make a full recovery and will continue to spread love, light, and joy. And we hope he makes it, and we'll keep you posted on all of that. Across the UK, supporters of plant-based foods poured milk on grocery store floors. Take a look at this. These are members of the Animal Rebellion group. They say they are protesting the government's lack of support for farmers who transition to a plant-based future. In another environmental protest in London, protesters sprayed orange paint on the front of an Aston Martin showroom to demand the government halt new oil and gas licenses. The group Just Stop Oil said some members also glued themselves to the road or locked themselves together to disrupt traffic. That from the UK. Tonight on a brand new episode of Stanley Tucci Searching for Italy, join Stanley as he explores the rugged terrain and unique delicacies of Sardinia, the Wild West of...
Nowadays, pasta salad tends to be made using conventional oven, but Simonetta prefers the authentic flavor of the wood-fired oven, even if it requires production oil.
Pochi secondi.
See? In the extreme heat, the dough inflates like a balloon. It's a magic.
Eccolo qua il nostro palloncino.
But this traditional method comes with its challenge.
Guardate che... No! Dai, non fa niente, fatene un altro. Peccato, gli ho messo l'occhio. No, mettilo lì per favore che non si butta niente. Cos'è questa storia?
Looks delicious. Don't miss an all-new episode of Stanley Tucci Searching for Italy tonight at 9 right here on CNN. A Maine company is on a mission to send rockets to space using fuel that's all natural, non-toxic, and also technically edible. You believe that? CNN's Rachel Strange got an exclusive look at one of their test launches.
This is just one of dozens of tests we'll have.
That's Sasha Derry, the founder of a company called Blue Shift. Sasha and his team are getting ready to test fire an engine that they hope will one day launch rockets into space. We're in Maine, far from NASA's more commonly used launch pads in Cape Canaveral. The company's rocket fuel isn't typical either. Can you walk us through how you make biofuel and what the process is like?
To produce the fuel, we have to liquefy it and it's basically poured into a mold that we put into certain centrifuge.
But it's edible, so is it made of food?
It is not something that you would normally have in food.
You know, can't take it. It's the most delicious thing in the world.
Blue Shift wouldn't say exactly what's in the fuel, but told us that the core of the fuel is derived from common agricultural processes on farms around the world. Historically, the environmental impact the space industry makes is small compared to other industries, but rockets can be particularly harmful to the environment. They can emit large amounts of CO2 and black carbon, or soot, among other pollutants. If Blue Shift used carbon-neutral, bio-derived, non-toxic fuel to work, it could be a far more Earth-friendly way of getting to space.
But the results are random. Why don't you see what happens?
Yes. Here comes the sun. Alright, let's go. So something clearly happened.
The old third time's charm didn't hold up this time. But 2 months after CNN's visit to the company's test facility, Blue Shift's team figured it out and had their third successful engine test. There'll be plenty more to come if they're to get to space.
There's a lot of talk about getting off this plane and changing other ones. If anything, this works on fixing this plane. Treat it right before you have to worry about dressing up other planes.
Mission Ahead is brought to you by Fujifilm. Never stop innovating for a healthier world. Visit CNN.com/Mission Ahead to see how leaders are taking on some of the world's biggest problems that our future depends on.
One of the biggest uses of artificial intelligence in radiology right now is finding breast cancer. Because if you find breast cancer early, you can do a very good job of curing somebody with relatively minimal treatment.
Watch your steps, there are traps around here.
Oh, but that's which of those styles of images has an important
Instead,
value.
we're able to
You
be
can take care of patients on a more timely basis and ultimately make a huge difference for those patients.
In the world's poorest places, children with cleft conditions live in darkness and shame. They're shunned, outcast, living in pain. You can reach out and change the life of a suffering child right now. A surgery that takes as little as 45 minutes, and your act of love can change the child's life forever. Please call or visit OperationSmile.org now. Thousands of children are waiting.
Hey, Dallas. It's always special when you come to Sydney. We can't wait to show you some every time. Cowboys, Eagles. It's a rivalry made for Sunday night on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
As someone living with type 2 diabetes, I want to keep it real and talk about some risks. With type 2 diabetes, you have up to 4 times greater risk of stroke, heart attack, or death. Even at your A1C goal, you're still at risk, which if ignored could bring you here. May put you in one of those, or even worse. Too much? That's the point. Get real about your risks and do something about it. Talk to your healthcare provider about ways to lower your risk of stroke, heart attack, or death. Learn more at getrealaboutdiabetes.com.
Look now at DreamsResorts.com for savings of up to 40%.
I'm very serious. I thought you met a nice woman that way, but I'm not really sure where to look.
Pick up your phone, go to OurTime.com, just take a look. It's easy to take a look on Our Time, the dating site for people over 50. I can't take my eyes off my eyes. My go-to is Lumify Eye Drop. Lumify dramatically reduces redness. And look at the difference. My eyes look brighter and whiter after 8 hours. It was a love at first sight. With Lumify, see for yourself.
Who's Talking is my new one-on-one interview show with some of the biggest names around that you'll see in a whole new life.
Who's Talking is Chris Wallace, and that is on CNN.
I would describe Public as this awesome, dope community of everyday people trying to grow their money. Public is an investing app where you can buy stocks, ETFs, and crypto. Investing makes you feel empowered. At the end of the day, you feel like you can really take charge of your money within the platform. If you are a first-time investor or seasoned vet, everyone should be on Public if they aren't already.
Start investing today. Public.com.
Americans rely on TV news for their political information, but political advertisers can reach these same viewers beyond the news and traditional TV. Viewers of politics spend 68% of their video time with VOD content, and more people watch VOD than any cable network. With effective data-informed audience targeting tools, you can reach the right audience on any device digital across TV, OTT, and VOD. That's the best of digital with the power of TV. That's effective.
Stanley Tucci, Searching for Italy, tonight at 9 on CNN. You are live in the CNN Newsroom. I'm Jim Acosta in Washington. With 23 days left until midterm elections, and before any votes are cast and counted, some candidates are already showing doubts about the integrity of the upcoming election. Take a listen to the Republican nominee for governor in Arizona, Kari Lake, on CNN earlier today.
Let's look forward then. Will you accept the results of the election in your election? Will you accept the results?
Talk about the issues. I came on here thinking we were going to talk about the issues facing Arizonans right now.
We did. Let's talk about the 2022 election. Will you accept the results of your election, Ms. Lake?
I'm running against a twice convicted racist to cost the state taxpayers $3 million because of her hatred for people of color.
My question is, will you accept the results of your election in November?
I'm going to win the election and I will accept that result.
If you lose, will you accept that?
I'm going to win the election and I will accept that result.
In the meantime, we're getting a new look at some of the violence and anger fueled by election lies on January 6th. It's all on display. A new video obtained by CNN today. It was sent to Congress by British documentary filmmaker Alex Holder, whose raw footage from before and after the 2020 election was subpoenaed by the January 6th committee. We want to warn you, some of this new video we're about to show you includes some very graphic language. Please watch.
We're getting messages in, and they're saying that they stopped whatever. And right now, the people in the Capitol are sheltering in place. If California is confirmed or whatever, and they're sheltering in place. We have the Capitol. There are patriots inside the Capitol. And I've never in my life been so angry. And a lot of people piece of shit up here. There were roaches in the Capitol. We got to get the roaches out. All of them. Every one of them. They exterminated every one of them. And I've never thought that I would be this mad at a country that I was so proud of. It pisses me off. I'm proud to be here. I'm so happy everybody's here. This is just wonderful. I can't tell you how good it is. It's just, we're going to get this country back. It's unity. That's right. And I'm proud to call him my president. He's the best thing that ever happened to this country. And you know what? I'm going to stand by him to the end. Okay? That's right. I'll tell you, these are demon-possessed men up here. They're trying to take over our country. With communist China. We won't fight them. They're satanic. You don't get to that, right? USA! It's USA! USA!
So you heard those insurrectionists, rioters refer to lawmakers as satanic and roaches that need to be exterminated and brag about causing them to shelter in place. I want to bring in to talk about this Major Garrett, the chief Washington correspondent for CBS News, along with David Becker, the executive director of the Center for Election Innovation and Research. They are the authors of a timely new book, as you're seeing on screen right now, entitled The Big Truth Upholding Democracy in the Age of the Big Lie. Thank you both, Major David. I appreciate it. When you look at those images and you listen to these rioters talking about exterminating cockroaches up on Capitol Hill and so on, it fits in with the theme in your book that America could be on the brink or moving in the direction of another civil war. Major, let me ask you about that first. How concerned are you that we might see more political violence in the near future?
You cannot look at January 6th and not be concerned about violence going forward in a political context in this country. You simply cannot. And that is the anguished voice of alienation. People who feel so disconnected from their government and the place in which that federal government operates that they use words like extermination. I mean, honestly. And that is something that we have to take, all of us, all Americans have to take on board. Not uphold, not celebrate, not defend, but understand that there's a rage out there that is disconnected not only from facts, but it's disconnected from a sense of the betterment of this country's future, that the only way to improve this country is to tear down the federal government or representatives thereof. That is a profound level of alienation. And David and I would argue the only way to get back from that is to say, what actually happened in 2020? No, the election wasn't stolen. I know someone you admire, former President Trump, told you it was, but that's not true. And if you believe in truth and you believe in the foundational document of this country, you must, as Abraham Lincoln said, disenthrall yourself from the big lie.
Yeah. And David, how much of that anger and alienation, as Major described it, still exists today? I mean, you heard Carrie Lake. She was pressed by our Dana Bash earlier today on State of the Union. And she did not really commit to honoring the election results if she loses that race. And so, I mean, that volatile mix is still with us, despite everything that we've learned, everything we've been through over the last year and a half since January 6th.
Yeah, that's right, Jim. It represents
welcome.
disconnect from reality. What we know is the 2020 election was actually the most secure, transparent, and verified election in American history. More paper ballots than ever before, including 2016. More audits of those ballots than ever before. More litigation to clarify the rules and to confirm the results than ever before, and yet still we're seeing that disconnect. And these 2 years, we're now over 700 days since the 2020 election. These 2 years have just seen more and more lying to the sincerely disappointed supporters. Not all of them are violent insurrectionists. Many of them are just sincerely disappointed and wanted President Trump to win. They're raising money off of those people, and they're continuing to tell them that elections are rigged. Arizona's a great state as an example. You've got a state like Arizona that has pretty much the same election rules they've had for the last 2 decades, same as in 2020, largely put by Republicans in that state. And yet,
here we go.
Republican candidate for governor in that state and other candidates in that state are not willing to accept the judgment of the voters, regardless of what happens, even if that means that maybe they lose.
And this week we also saw new videos of how congressional leaders were scrambling on January 6th. There was that one moment where House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, while she's being evacuated, discusses the importance of certifying the election. Let's watch that.
Hey, welcome. How's your day?
That is exactly what was going on that day. And Major, I have to ask you, because you and I worked together at the White House, different networks, but you've been on both ends of Pennsylvania.
Absolutely. Spent my whole career on that.
You know all of these players. You know all of the figures who appeared in that stunning footage from Pelosi's daughter, who was doing a documentary.
Welcome, Starling the King.
It just came away with this amazing footage. How breathtaking is it to you that the country was on the brink of going into a constitutional crisis, just going into an abyss on January 6th?
Let's put this in terminology we can all understand. This wasn't a movie. This wasn't reality television. This was a day in the life of our country. And what was happening, cool under fire, Republicans and Democrats fulfilling their obligations as the leaders of a legislative body were scrambling to find ways to see if they have the jurisdictional authority to bring in National Guard forces to repel a mob that was A, trying to harm them, and B, trying to stop an official proceeding. They didn't know what the jurisdictional lines were because those questions have simply never been asked before. Because this was a premeditated attack by the executive branch.
By the way, that's actually my live notification, my live stream right there that you're watching on the screen.
That's what it was. And the legislative branch was trying to understand how to protect itself, how to repel the mob, and how to reassert its legislative prerogatives, which were under threat for one reason and one reason only: an attack by the executive branch of the United States government.
Major, do you think that this was a coup?
We talk about that in the book, and we say it's an ugly word that we do not use lightly.
Right.
And that we can find no other reasonable way to describe it.
And David, the reason why all this is so troubling, one of many reasons, I suppose, but perhaps the more pressing reason right now is that we have another election coming up here in a few weeks. And you spoke with election officials from all over the country for this book who are experiencing threats. I remember some of the hearing testimony that we got from those Georgia election officials. Absolutely terrifying. If we keep going down this road, how are we going to have election officials to oversee these elections so they continue to be secure and transparent and so on?
It's incredible. If you think about the 2020 election, somehow the professionals, the men and women, Republicans and Democrats all over the country, somehow managed the highest turnout by far in American history, more than 20 million voters than we've ever had in any election in the middle of a global pandemic without adequate resources. They managed it admirably. We should have been throwing them a parade after the election. What we've actually seen over the last 2 years is they have been harassed, they have been abused, they've been threatened. Their spouses and children have been threatened at times, and many are considering leaving, many have left, and yet many are staying. It's really remarkable. They have a calling. I can tell you right now.
We have enough officials to oversee these elections.
I mean, for voters, voters should understand when they go to vote this fall, they're going to find a convenient, accessible experience. They should have absolute confidence in the integrity of that experience. Our elections are getting more professional and more secure every day. The period of time I think Major and I are really worried about is the after-election period, when losing candidates might try to lie to their supporters and tell them that there's been an election theft. And in that period of uncertainty, that could be ripe for political violence.
Or there could be a couple of days where we don't know definitive results.
Right.
And
that's very likely to happen.
That's very likely to happen, and that doesn't mean anything is wrong. But in that period of unknowing, in that moment of uncertainty, that void could be filled by bad actors with ill intent. And because of what happened after 2020, all the landscape is more on its toes about that, more anxious about that. I hope law enforcement is certainly more motivated to stop it right at the start, but other people will be expecting it, maybe fearing it, And all of that creates unnecessary and certainly unwelcome volatility.
And the entire world is watching. I mean, that's one thing that you hear. I'm sure you hear from the diplomatic community from time to time is that this is an embarrassment what's happening here in the United States.
And as we write in our book explicitly, our adversaries have been trying this for 30 or 50 years to get us to hate each other and tear each other down. We're doing their hard work for them. We need to stop.
We cut out the middleman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, David, what are the solutions? Are there solutions? I mean, I think it really boils down to how do we get people to have faith in each other and the system? Maybe as corny as that sounds.
Yeah, I mean, Major and I talk about this quite a bit. Unlike previous crises in our history, this is one that actually foundationally we don't need to fix. Our election system is as good as it's ever been. We don't have something like slavery during the Civil War that we have to figure out a way to fix. We have a good election system. It's getting better every day. Solutions include participate. If you really have doubts or questions, go and volunteer to be a poll worker. Learn about the ins and outs of what's going on, the checks and balances, the redundancies, the transparency, the bipartisanship and professionalism of that. You'll see why poll workers have to show up a few hours before the polls open and stay several hours afterwards. That's because they're checking a lot of boxes with a lot of observers. We also have to, I think, move forward towards the Electoral Count Act reforms that are being proposed in both houses right now. They're both very good. They're slightly different, but they both clarify the rules. They don't change the law. The vice president never had the ability to choose the president, but they make clear to everyone involved that the process has already been determined. The electoral votes are already certified. You're just there for a ceremony to present them and count them. And then finally, we're seeing this now, hopefully, some accountability. Accountability for the bad actors who for 2 years now have led violence, have led to harassment and abuse and threats against election officials, and who continue to profit from that abuse. We saw in Arizona, for instance, the Republican Attorney General just referred a group that has been lying for
you have a good day.
and the FBI because they failed.
Thanks for hanging out with me.
Claims that would support a claim for voter fraud.
Accountability. I think that may be hitting the nail on the head right there.
Yes.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. Major, David, really appreciate the time. Thank you. They are the authors of the new book. Let's feel my old friend, Major Garrett, being on the beat with them. It's been a long time. Good to see you again. They're the authors of the new book, Good Truth, Upholding Democracy in the Age of the Big Lie. Be sure to check it out. Coming up, fire breaks out at a notorious Iranian prison that holds hundreds of political dissidents. Was the blaze linked to protests that have swept the country over the death of a young woman in the custody of Iran's morality police? We'll talk about that next. You're live with
Oh yeah, so that is that's at that's on Howard's campus. Oh, she's so powerful. She carried on the family legacy. We were blown away. I not only was a student in undergrad, but I've been a professor there for 20 years, so it's really a special moment to know that I had a family member who, over 100 years prior, had walked these grounds. It's deeply uplifting. Yes, it is. We walked in their footsteps.
Yeah, hang on. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you did.
And you instantly got the best, most competitive offer from our network of thousands of dealers.
So you're selling the car, but keeping the box. You sell the room too? Car Gurus,
The best offer for your car.
by Friday. Now let's head over to the tower cam for a... Hey, folks, we seem to have a visitor. It looks like...
Looks like you paid too much for your glasses.
Who?
Anyone who isn't shopping at America's Best, where 2 pairs and a free exam start at just $79.95. It's a quality exam worth $59. Now let's take a look at traffic.
What are you doing?
Looking at traffic? 2 pairs and a free exam start at just $79.95. Book an exam today at americasbest.com. Hi, Mom.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price, the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to talk, text, and data starting at just $20.
That was a beautiful win.
Ice cream for the price of one.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Hi, I'm attorney Don McCarty, a proud veteran who's been helping Marines and their families for decades. I'm sure you've been overwhelmed lately by all the advertising regarding Camp Lejeune. Everywhere you turn, someone's offered to help file a claim. But don't be confused by that advertising. If you have a claim, you need real help. You have real questions. Call me and get the answers.
Call 800-800-9097. That's 800-800-9097. Call right now.
At SafeLight, we take care of vehicles with the latest technology. When my last customer discovered a crack in his car's windshield, he scheduled at SafeLight.com. SafeLight makes it easy. We're the experts at replacing your glass and recalibrating your advanced safety system.
And they recycled my old glass.
Now that's a company I can trust. Don't schedule today.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace. Every year, we try to exercise more, to be more social, to just relax, and eating healthy. Every single meal. If only it was this easy for us.
For the visionaries. For the trailblazers. For the last to lead. And the first to think ahead. There's Granger. Supplies and solutions for every industry. With access to trained experts and 24/7 support. Call Granger.com or just stop by. Granger. Get it done.
We're Carvana. We've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Go to Carvana, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. We'll come to you, pay you on the spot, then pick up your car. That's it. At Carvana.
Iranian state media says at least 4 prisoners were killed and another 61 injured in a fire at the country's brutal Evin prison in northern Tehran. The facility holds hundreds of political dissidents. Iran's state news agency says the deaths were from smoke inhalation. An Iranian official says thugs, your word thugs, set fire to a warehouse full of prison clothing. And Fareed Zakaria, host of CNN's Fareed Zakaria GPS, joins me now to talk about this. Fareed, I thought this was really noteworthy when this was going down over the last 24 to 48 hours. Tehran's prosecutor insists this has nothing to do with the recent protests. But do you believe that?
It seems hard to imagine that they would deliberately do it, because I'm not sure what would be the point of it, but you can never put anything past these people. You know, this is a very tough regime. It has jailed people, it has tortured people, it has, executed people. They are pretty ruthless about political opposition. And it started, from the first day. Khomeini, on his deathbed, sentenced 4,000 political prisoners to death. So, anything is possible. I'm not quite sure I'd understand the logic of doing it this way rather than just rounding people up and shooting them or whatever it is. Maybe this was a convenient way to do it. But the bottom line is lots of people in Iran will not believe it was an accident.
And protesters could be heard chanting death to Khamenei as they march near the prison. I guess the big question that I have for you is there an unraveling that you sense that is going on in Iran right now that is different than what we've seen in recent years?
What seems different this time, Jim, is it's really led by women. It's led by very ordinary people, not political.
Hey,
it has been joined by a lot
how
of
are you?
groups, oil workers, for example. It is not just about a specific issue, but a fairly central one. The hijab
Thank you.
is one of the elements of control, ideological and political control, that this regime has. It's a kind of pillar of the regime. So
How's your day
it's the
going?
foundation, and as you point out, they are now saying death to the supreme leader. They're burning pictures of the founder of the regime. So at some level, it is more widespread than anything we've seen. Seems to have more of a kind of middle class or ordinary person backing. The question we don't know is are there any cracks in the regime? You have to
It's okay. Accident happens.
And as I say, they're very brutal regimes. So what I worry about is that if
I just shot her in the ass. I just shot her in the ass again.
what the Chinese did at Tiananmen Square. And unfortunately,
Yes, you're actually watching my live stream on screen here.
Vaccines have you given to people?
Me, about 1,000. Walgreens, millions.
No way can I miss our big debut.
With your booster, I think you'll be there for every 12.
Got a shot so my sister won't get sick.
Yep, that's correct.
So while we're here, can you shot as well? Let's do it.
When you need to talk vaccinations, our pharmacist is here.
Meet the 4-year-old who refused
Yeah,
to wear pants.
I'm actually
Won't wear pants. We'll eat Eggo waffles.
Get your wins where you can. When
Oh.
I go with, I go.
Yeah, I just got over 50 followers, like about I believe it was a few days a week ago.
Each week. Get low prices and great deals so you can holiday your way only at Target.
Took me like about 5 years just to finally get 50 followers.
Disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not a steroid, topical, or injection. It's one pill once a day that's effective without topical steroids. Many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin, while some saw up to 100% clear skin. Plus, they felt fast itch relief, some as early as 2 days. That's Rinvoq relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections of blood clots, some fatal.
Looks like I'm gonna have to switch weapons.
Lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occur. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may
Alright,
become pregnant.
y'all, you have fun. Thank you for stopping by to say happy birthday. That makes me happy.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
These
Yeah.
underwear are pee-proof and period-proof and sweat-proof. They're leak-proof underwear from NYX. Comfy and
Say hi to William for me.
that feel just like normal. With so many styles and colors to choose from, switching is easy at NYX.com.
Your shipping manager left to find himself, leaving you lost. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
My mental health was
Oh, thank you.
My mind was in a good place. But my body was telling a different story.
I felt all people saw were my uncontrolled movements. Some mental health meds can cause
Tardive dyskinesia, or TD, and it's unlikely to improve without treatment.
Thank you for the birthday breakfast, Mom.
Medicine to treat adults with TD movements in the face and body. It's the only treatment for TD that's one pill once daily with or without food. Ingrezza 80 milligram is proven to reduce TD movements in 7 out of 10 people. People taking Ingrezza can stay on their current dose of most mental health meds. Don't take Ingrezza if you're allergic to any of its ingredients. Ingrezza may cause serious side effects, including sleepiness. Don't drive, operate heavy machinery, or do other dangerous activities until you know how Ingrezza affects you. Other serious side effects include potential heart rhythm problems and abnormal movements.
It's nice people focus more on me.
Ask your doctor about Ingrezza, #1 prescribed for TD. Learn how you can pay as little as $0 at Ingrezza.com.
Yeah, I like the length. What do you think? Oh, look at you. That dress is perfection. Do you really think so? Yes. It's bad luck to lie to a bride. Oh, that is very you. You think? Kind of thought it would match the antique veil I got, which is it's hard to match. Maybe I'm hard to match. Or not. I have been to more weddings than I can count, and I have never caught the bouquet. Well, maybe your luck is about to change. I have very good aim. All right, what's our next stop after this? Okay, we have a few cake tastings to do, but I'm not sure we're gonna have enough time. I don't want to take up your whole lunch break. What? What's better than wedding cake for lunch? And I don't have to be back till 2. I have a meeting with Peter Hastings. What's he like? I mean, besides being handsome, rich, and single.
Huh? That was the last one?
Oh, this is so good.
I'll have what she's having.
Is it 2 already?
No, the board meeting got out early.
Well, we're tasting wedding cakes. Join us.
Hmm.
Have a piece.
Or 6.
Got some like good scrambled eggs
The man's opinion.
Or by the groom.
Oh, he's at his
mixed
job.
with mushrooms and spinach. Start my day.
Try that one.
This one. No, it's too lemony.
Well, it's lemon cake. Try the coconut.
Maybe.
Alright, try the chocolate mocha. I can't decide.
That's the winner. Right there.
It's always good for the chocolate.
Ready to change it with you?
Oh, I'm scared you are. I gotta check out the installation. Be right back.
So, when is the wedding?
4 weeks. Can you believe it?
Wow, that's soon.
You're telling me.
Can you do me a favor and just let Avery know, just to meet me inside?
Oh, but you're not doing your cake?
Yeah, I lost my appetite.
Perfect. Thank you. You are so right. It does run hot and cold. See? Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna get me your foundation's list of donors, and then I will cross-reference it with ours.
Attendance tends to increase when the gala has a theme.
Oh, true. The more fun people are having, the bigger the donations.
Maybe we could do Mardi Gras. Everybody loves to masquerade.
Yeah, it's fun to dress up and pretend to be someone else, but we have done that before.
Well, you have.
Okay, what about a magic theme? You know, we could have magicians around performing tricks, and you could volunteer to disappear since you're so good at that.
Well, if you don't have a choice.
I'm gonna have to wrap this up.
Sure, you've got a busy day of planning a wedding and planning a gala.
Yeah, I'm a good multitasker.
Obviously.
Don't forget to get me your list, okay?
Okay.
Oh, this looks great, but something about this bench is kind of generic. It kind of ruins the mood.
What did you have in mind?
I just want the visitors to sit on something that reflects the exhibit, you know?
There's some benches in the basement. We can get it tomorrow. We're about to clock out.
I'll go down there and take a look. Have a good evening, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Have you seen Sonia? The security guard said she just left.
I just saw her drive up, yeah.
What are you doing here?
I let myself.
I hate it when that happens.
I think I just stumbled across a very important painting. Come look.
You okay, Mom?
This better be a masterpiece.
Oh, it's hard to be certain since...
Why are you coughing?
I think it's by Claudio Nucci.
The 19th century.
Ah.
Impressive. I've seen some of his paintings at the Louvre.
Yeah, I saw one at the Getty.
It's not unheard of for museums to find long forgotten pieces of art.
This would actually bring a lot of press to the museum.
Yeah, if it's authentic. So I gotta do some research and see if I can figure out where it came from.
Two heads better than one. Board member, vested interest. I'm just as curious as you are.
All right.
kick that ball against my wall one more time and I'll confiscate it.
Friday. Countdown to Christmas kicks off with our first all-new original holiday movie. Not in the mood yet?
I'm gonna make sure you get nothing but cool this Christmas!
Hey, Jeremy, right?
Noelle is going to change that.
This is kind of idea. I don't feel like there's something there.
And with you, all I can think about is Noelle.
That's a good one.
Countdown to Christmas starts with Noelle Next Door. Friday at 8. Only on Hallmark.
Think wearing less makeup means no need for a wipe? Think again. Neutrogena Makeup Remover Wipes. Remove the 30% of makeup ordinary cleansers can leave behind. Your skin will thank you. Neutrogena. For people with skin.
Shop items that are extraordinary, handmade, affordable. Etsy has it. I'm on a mission to talk to people about getting screened for colon cancer and hear their reasons why. I screened for my son.
That historian. Huh.
If you're 45 or older at average risk, you have screening options, like Cologuard.
Cologuard is non-invasive and fights 92% of colon cancers. It's not for those at high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider if Cologuard is right for you.
Everyone has a reason to screen for colon cancer. If you're 45 or older, get started at missiontoscreen.com.
Before I lost the weight, I definitely wasn't feeling like myself. Mentally, it was a difficult time for me.
The picture showed this huge guy, and I'm like, oh my God, is that me?
Having to ask for seatbelt extenders, that's pretty embarrassing.
Now is the time for you to try Nutrisystem with food that is new for 2022.
It's hard to even believe this food could help you lose weight.
You jump on the scale and you're like, yes!
Nutrisystem follows a high-protein, low-glycemic approach that keeps your blood sugar steady so you feel full as you lose the weight. And wait till you try new premium meals with up to 30 grams of protein. And that's not all that's new.
New restaurant favorites are my favorites.
I love the toasted raviolis.
Get meals and snacks delivered free with a money-back guarantee.
I look at pictures now and I'll go, you look good.
Act now and get 50% off all plans.
I've lost 127 pounds. 40 pounds. 47 pounds on Nutrisystem.
Go online or call 888-609-59 to get 50% off.
Gotcha.
Plans.
Ooh, the Chewy app. Clucking litter. Salmon pate. We have enough to splurge on catnip toys. I feel so accomplished. Pet me, please. Great prices, happy pets. Chewy.
With Choice Hotels, there's always a reason to book it. Whatever your reason, save 20% when you stay 2 or more nights at participating locations. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Oh, shit.
Terms and conditions apply.
Online personal styling? What's that?
That's Stitch Fix.
And how can you help me?
Our stylists do shopping for you.
How do you know what I like?
And what fits.
You tell her size, budget, and style.
Wait,
That was close.
I keep it neutral. We've got you. Wait, is it a subscription? No commitment required here. And I only pay for what I keep? Yep.
What about you?
Mm-hmm. And the style for me? For me.
For me.
Always. Your style, your fit, our expert picks. Stitch Fix.
Age comes with wisdom. And wisdom comes with benefits.
Tire's broken. You want to sock it.
So make the wise call and compare your Medicare Advantage plan with Cigna.
Where's Mueller?
Cigna Medicare Advantage plans offer savings on your Part D premium, up to $20,000 in covered dental services, and a Cigna Healthy Today Flex card for easy access to rewards and select benefits. So if you're 65 or older, call 1-855-721-1539 today. Cigna also offers hearing, vision, and an over-the-counter allowance all in one plan.
Piggy bank.
And up to $200 for doing healthy activities. So call 1-855-721-1539. That number again is 1-855-721-1539 to compare your Medicare Advantage plan to Cigna.
Wow, you must really like Van Gogh.
I saw this painting when I was 12. It was my first real wow moment over art.
I remember my first wow was a Western artist. My father was a collector, so he introduced me to Thomas Moran and Remington. Those paintings made me want to be a cowboy when I was a kid.
Well, it's never too late. All you need is the horse.
I I think I found something. There's a painting that's listed here.
Huh?
By Amici at the Ritratto di Sposa.
Portrait of a bride.
I can't hear you.
You speak Italian.
Who is that?
Italian art.
He looks like Harry.
Okay, so it's showing up in our database, but it's
Isn't it
not
Harry?
listed as missing. It says it was gifted to the museum by a private collector in 1963, but
He reminds me of someone from Suits,
with
though.
every piece of art is supposed to be tagged.
He reminds me of someone from Suits.
What's his name? What's his first name? Harry.
The museum underwent some renovations in 1963.
Oh, Jim Carrey? No, that's not him.
Looks like a younger version of Jim Carrey.
They left the Amici behind.
Well, if it came to the museum during the renovation, I mean, there were no computers back then. Everything was entered manually. It could have slipped through the cracks. This would be a huge discovery.
Yeah.
Is it CNN?
I'm so glad you let me in on it.
So am I.
We just got the report. Our experts have authenticated the Amici.
Really? Thank you for letting me know.
Everyone seems to agree with your theory about how it was misplaced. Great work, Avery.
Thank you. This is amazing. So exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, looks like the competition is heating up.
It's really not a competition, Jason. We're just doing our jobs.
Yeah, well, pretty soon one of us will have a better job. And I'm not giving up.
Neither am I. Don't let him step on your move.
Put on home watch?
No,
Who changed the channel?
I didn't.
You shit me.
Nope.
I didn't change the channel.
You see a picture
I wasn't even near the remote.
called Peter? Peter, it's Avery. Let's meet up. Hey, thanks so much for coming.
Yeah, of course. Oh, thanks.
Of course.
Oh, it's Sonia. I told her that we were getting coffee.
And she's trying to figure us out.
Yeah, well, so am I.
Okay, so my idea. I have an idea for the gala, and I know it's going to sound a little ambitious, but I was thinking, what if we unveiled the Amici at the gala?
I don't know, that painting's in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, but what if it was restored in time?
I think it's a great idea. Yeah, but you're gonna have to present a proposal to the board.
Oh, no, not me. Sonia. I'm not a full curator yet, and associates don't usually go before the board.
Are you hoping on becoming a full curator?
But yeah, it's always been my goal.
You know, my father had a saying that you can wait for things to happen, or you can make things happen yourself.
What if they turn me down?
I never thought of that.
Nope.
One vote. You can probably count on.
If we unveil the Amici at the gala, it could bring a lot of attention to the museum. It could help with our fundraising efforts, and people would get to see a work of art that's long been forgotten.
Can you guarantee that the painting will be restored in time?
I
If we announce the unveiling and the restoration isn't done, it would damage the museum's reputation.
understand. And I've consulted with Frederick Newman, who's worked for the museum for 17 years, and he feels confident that he could have the work done by our deadline. I know it's a risk, but it's a risk worth taking. Portrait of a Bride is an incredible work by an artist who deserves to be recognized. It's been in the basement long enough.
Board voted.
And?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go Okay, I am back.
Here's the problem. Nobody knows what Hulu Plus Live TV is.
Yeah, it comes with over 75 live channels with sports like NFL games, plus Disney Plus, plus ESPN Plus.
What do we call it? Hulu plus Live TV plus plus plus.
That's dumb, but we're gonna go with that.
BioFreeze. The #1 clinician-recommended menthol topical pain relief brand. Works fast, not long. Cool the pain with BioFreeze.
Reggie Bush had something important taken from him, so Wendy's is returning it. We haven't told him it's back for a limited time.
Choose wise. Choose Wendy's pretzel pub cheeseburger.
Flo, you're here. This pipe just burst on me.
Well, you bundled home and auto with Progressive, so you have round-the-clock protection on all your stuff.
We can win this.
Cardboard TV.
I told Props to switch that out. Okay, everyone, that's a wrap.
Wait, you faked this whole thing?
I knew it was the quickest way to see you.
Oh, I'm sorry, John, but I'm already in love with insurance.
You know that's weird, right?
Well, any weirder than faking a burst pipe?
Got a little carried away.
Showtime, baby. We want to be so close, but that's what we came here for.
One of the heroic figures of our time.
Oh, doesn't even capture the game sound. Shame.
You're going to receive a lot more than you bargained for, but this is nuts.
You're a maniac.
I told you to handle this. You didn't. Now we have a jail psychopath as manager bring this entire city to its knees. One of my friends was just murdered.
More than one of my friends is gone, man.
What I should do is fire you. Right now.
I resign.
Is that your real answer?
Seriously now?
I'm not gonna allow that to happen. Bring me the Bible. As of now, you're acting district attorney. I'll have phone swearing in later. For now, this was.
Of course, then the phone rings.
Put your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, Nicholas Rice, do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the People aren't going to work, kids aren't going to school, they're scared, and I don't blame them. So I'm implementing the emergency provision of the Philadelphia Code. We're going to lock the city down. Starting now, no one moves in this city unrestricted. I want to show a force for the public. Uniforms, detectives, 12-hour shifts, put an armed cop on every corner. Against your shotguns to the meter maid, there should be no doubt in people's minds that the city's secure and under our control.
Listen, that contraption that killed Cantrell, it was a weaponized bomb disposal robot. Can you believe that? Damn thing had video, night vision, you name it. Can find military API, for Christ's sake. That's anti-tank rounds, Nick. I think he's saving you for last. Nick, I'm serious.
Appreciate the insight.
Nick, you gotta get in front of this guy if you want to stay alive.
I may have a way. Something a friend is helping me out with. Friend named Chester, I'll call you back. Thank you, sir. It's Nick. Give me the real estate listing of every industrial property sold here in the last 10 years. You're kidding me, right? This ain't Clyde on this place? Something about it sticks out, right? Yeah. You gonna do what I think you're gonna do? What about the civil rights? Civil rights. Yeah. There's gotta be something in here. Look at this. Outside the house. We're really moving in together. We doing it. Finding Clark, you know we got this. Anything you did in your past, I am not concerned about. Wait, y'all know each other? Yeah, I do. Relationship shouldn't be all this. You gonna beat everybody up? If I have to. Tyler Perry's Zatina, now streaming.
There's a point at the end of a project when you realize, but what in the world do I want in here? And on this wall? And on these windows? On HomeDepot.com, DIY also means decorate it yourself. With everything you need for your home. So you'll be all set for a whole other set of questions. Like, should I serve a buffet on a buffet? Get your home made with furniture, decor, and free delivery from HomeDepot.com.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies Treats. Connect on a sweeter level.
Surprising no sugar.
Hot Kellogg's combine crunchy oat clusters with a touch of honey, plump, juicy raisins, and tasty fiber into one delicious cereal? It took a lot of brand storming. Get it? Kellogg's Raisin Bran Crunch. 2 scoops of delicious.
Rex Bush has something important taken from him, so when is returning it? We haven't told him it's back for a limited time.
Choose Vice. Choose Wendy's Pretzel Pub Cheeseburger.
I'll remember that chapter of my life forever. We laughed. We cried. We protected that progressive home and auto bundle day and night. We left our blood.
I am legendary.
Well, Jamie did anyway.
Breaking news, the body of Emmett Till has been found.
Can you bring in its black Susan no kind of shape to be seen? But is it just the right kitty?
Either freedom for everyone or freedom wins.
PG-13.
She's not Kat Medina delivering pizza in her 2003 hatchback. She's Kat Medina, bringer of sustenance, provider of all things.
And that's a shame. At the top 5,000.
You know, ordering pizza 3 times a week isn't lazy. It's pro-business.
My finances are very out of control.
Having a family and the finances is a tough balancing act.
You're sitting here at the end of the month looking at all the bills thinking there's got to be a better way.
Introducing the NetSpend Prepaid MasterCard. There's no credit check and no cost to order.
I dedicate my life to helping people achieve their potential and discover the tools to make that happen. That's why I'm excited to tell you about the NetSpend Prepaid MasterCard. This, my friends, is more than just a card. Use it anywhere debit MasterCard is accepted. You can use it to shop online, pay bills, buy gas, and get this. With NetSpend and direct deposit, you can get paid up to 2 days earlier. Just think about how much that could help.
My coworkers are always like, how do you have your check already? I'm like, that's because I use NetSpend.
Even better, you can earn cashback rewards on many of your purchases.
That money goes right back into my account, and I love it.
With NetSpend and direct deposit, your paycheck or benefits check loads into your card account. No more standing in check cashing lines or running to the bank or waiting by the mailbox. Each time you make a purchase, you get a text that shows the amount and your new balance. NetSpend's mobile app is so convenient and puts your money at your fingertips wherever you are. You can even send or receive money from friends and family right through the app.
With the app, it's very easy to transfer money to family and friends.
There's a $10 purchase cushion in case you come up a little short. With your NetSpend card, you got this.
I got this.
I got this.
With NetSpend, I got this.
Call now. There's no cost to order and no credit check to start. With NetSpend, you pay no interest fees, late fees, or activation fees because this is not a credit card. Don't miss out.
Order now. Be one of the first 200 callers and choose your card color. 1-800-965-0427. That's 1-800-965-0427. Get paid up to 2 days faster with NetSpend.
This is the moment for a treatment for moderate to severe eczema. Sabinco, FDA approved. 100% steroid free. Not an injection.
Hey, what's up?
Sabinco is a once daily pill for adults who didn't respond to previous treatments. And Sabinco helps provide clearer skin and less itch. Sabinco can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB.
Well, good bullshit, I hope.
Your doctor should check for infections and do blood tests. Tell your doctor if you had hepatitis B or C. Have
Oh,
flu-like
shit.
symptoms,
What
or are
happened?
prone to infections. Do not take with medicines that prevent blood clots. Serious, sometimes fatal infections, lymphoma, lung, skin, and other cancers. Serious heart-related events and blood clots can happen.
Oh, damn.
58 other heart disease risk factors have an increased risk of serious
Who's,
heart-related events.
who's the responsible bastard for your pain? I'll
Speak with your doctor about Sabinco today. An innovation.
oh.
Hi, I'm Capri, and the little thing I love
Well.
about Girl Spicy Deluxe is the chicken. You can tell they actually put it on the grill, cooked it in the sauce, marinated it. You're definitely getting a good grilled spicy sandwich.
Well, I'm not one to say bad things, but I hope bad luck happens to whoever, to that ex-friend. Is it someone we know? Oh. You're talking about Danielle? Oh. What, if you don't mind me asking, what did she do?
Police uniforms, other disguises.
Well, I won't ask any further then.
He wanted to be transferred to solitary. Surprise.
Yeah, I don't see anything going on.
He's not here. If he's not there, then where is he?
He almost went up to your eye. No, wrong story.
Step in this, let's see your ID, please.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Something going on?
Yeah, I realized that because I'm charging my tablet to try to keep the tablet charged, so it's close to the TV.
He took him to the prison camp. The cameras everywhere.
Is that better?
He's a city hall. Sure you got it, sir?
So, please, sir.
Don't worry about it. Better be safe than sorry, right?
My end too.
Bad idea. Been soft. Shove the spots there like any of us.
Mm-hmm.
This is tactical team. We're coming in soft, no silence. Bomb squad. You're looking at it. Right, okay. We take the north surgery.
I just realized that on my YouTube, no one can hear my in-game sound, which is weird.
Whoa. IDs, please. IDs, please. What's going on here, man? Security meeting with all the brass. What floor? 6th floor. Come.
What floor is this?
That's the directly below the cars. Just one of those great handles we gotta take
I don't touch anything. Wasn't exactly my first instinct.
Sentry gun ready to deploy. Sentry gun deployed. Stealth chopper on standby.
Damn it.
Hostiles jammed on radar. Friendly stealth chopper inbound.
Are y'all gonna switch? Wow, I just joined mid-match and I'm already the MVP. Yep. By the way, I made Legendary in COD Mobile.
Looks like it's triggered by this cell phone here.
Just in Battle Royale, though, it's still hard to find ranked matches. Bless you.
I'm calling the Bear Security. We can't. Clive's watching. He sees him evacuate. He will detonate this thing. We don't tell the man anything. So what do we do?
Wednesday.
Tell me you don't want me to marry her.
Navigating here with their old habits.
I want to be alone.
Die hard.
I'm reminding you why you keep coming back.
Bless you.
All new Wednesday at 9. Watch it live on BET. This October on BET, see pulse pounding thrillers.
Right up and exposing your life.
If you're gonna cheat, don't do it with a secret detective. The Town. Saturday at 8.
It is.
October on BET.
It is cute.
Before we begin, I'd like to thank
Yes.
Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what
I know.
you need. And by switching, you could even save
It is kawaii.
Thank you, Liberty Mutual. Now, contestants ready? Go.
Why did everyone? Why is there every time someone says sneeze?
The ABCs of CKD. A is for awareness, because knowing that your chronic kidney disease and type 2 diabetes could progress to dialysis is important. B is for belief that there may be more you can do.
Don't you have Allegro?
C is for kidneys and Corendia. For adults living with CKD and type 2 diabetes, Corendia
Don't y'all have Allegro?
reduces the risk of kidney failure, which can lead to dialysis. Corendia is a once-daily tablet that treats CKD differently than type 2 diabetes
Oh boy.
medications to help slow the progression of kidney damage and reduce the risk of cardiovascular events, such as heart attacks. Do not take Corendia if you have problems with your adrenal
No, you're not gonna die.
3A4 inhibitors. Corendia can cause hyperkalemia, which is high potassium levels in your blood. Ask your doctor before taking products containing potassium. Corendia
Damn.
can cause blood pressure and low sodium levels. So now that you know your ABCs, remember K.
Why is it that everyone says every time someone says sneeze, you sneeze?
Better skin from your body wash? Try Olay Body Wash with skincare super ingredient collagen. Olay Body Wash hydrates for healthier looking skin in just 14 days. From dry and dull to firm and radiant. With Olay Body, I feel fearless in my skin.
Hun, can you put a new roll of Charmin Ultra Soft in the bathroom?
I love how soft you are. Charmin Ultra Soft is twice as absorbent, so you can use less. Sorry, the way to go is Charmin.
I get bladder leaks. I didn't want to feel like I was wearing the pads I wore when I was 12.
Bless you.
I tried the Always Discreet pads. They fit perfectly in the place they're supposed to. And look how much it holds. And it still stays pinned. It's the protection we deserve.
It's easy to tour homes with the Red Van.
Holy crap.
Explore every corner
also tow homes in person fast. Just tap and a Redfin agent can meet you there or show you through video chat. Only on the Redfin app. Download it today.
I wonder how Jumbo Snacks got so jumbo. I think they get stretched
You-
Jumbo legit.
Jumbo Snacks. Cereal makes Jumbo for snacking.
Surprise lost shutdown. It's not over yet. Ready up.
I feel bad for you.
Who says you can't get everything you want? Like going for gold?
Don't you have any allergy anti-allergy pills that you could take over-the-counter medicines?
Cost means lowering the bar. Settling.
Not even
No need.
not even Allegra D.
Get the brands you want, the prices you want, whenever you want.
Oh.
TJ Maxx, where you can always afford to be you to the max. Free way to kill bugs.
Oh yeah, I used to take Benadryl, and it puts me to sleep.
Insecticides to attract and trap flying insects. They work continuously, so you don't have to.
It sounds like you and Sonic are on one side of the ear.
Sometimes you don't realize you need new carpet until you realize you need new carpet. At the Home Depot, you'll find a wide selection of stain-resistant and durable carpet brands. And we'll install it for you free of charge. And when it's done, you realize it looks amazing, even if you may never see it again. Start your installation today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Enemy contact! This is not a drill. For a limited time, Domino's get 20% off everything at menu price when you order online. Pizza, 20% off. Specialty pizza, 20% off. Anything that's not pizza, yep, you know the drill. Except it's not a drill. It's 20% off everything. Only at Domino's.
What do you got there? Hospital bills for me? For $1,200? Did you say that? Yeah, you did. He's talking about expenses that health insurance doesn't cover. That's what it is, buddy. It made you money to help close that gap.
Wow.
He stole them. Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Hey, Fritz, did you know auto dealers let me shop for cars on monthly payment? So I know what I'll pay before I buy. Is that a refrigerator though? Sure. All right, just stick to making ice. I didn't mean right now.
Germs appear when you least expect them. Don't just clean them.
Nowhere.
OxyClean laundry
No.
sanitizer. Now you can kill 99.9% of bacteria.
No.
That feels. Get your home clean. With OxyClean laundry and home sanitizer, now you can kill 99.9% of bacteria and viruses, including the virus that causes COVID-19.
Who? Oh. By the way, Haven stopped by my stream to say happy birthday while I was playing live on YouTube.
A no toaster needed, grab and go breakfast. Lego with Echo. What does the future of strength look like?
I kept my alarm for 9, but I slept until like almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
For a more efficient workout. And you can only experience it on Tonal.
Kawaii sneeze. I was gonna say beautiful sneeze, but no.
Find out this Shocktober on BET. Here we go! See pulse-pounding action that totally kills. Psychotic first dates that will leave you with chills.
I estimate about everything.
Shocking suspense that will make you tense. Something twist. You don't want to miss. Hell no. Catch a totally premiere every Saturday in October. Starts Saturday at 8 on Primetime.
This October, when you bundle Paramount Plus with Showtime, no one will hear you scream. Watch it all here. Stream Paramount Plus with Showtime.
Gerard Butler is the bad guy. Justin.
Yeah, Mom?
Gerard Butler is the bad guy.
What?
Gerard Butler is the bad guy.
Yeah. Well, he's not really the bad guy. Well, until he murdered someone, but it's when he actually kills someone. It's when he actually killed someone. He's basically like a vigilante in law-abiding citizen.
Homeland Security Act that we can activate. Just get him out of here by tomorrow.
Nick, I wasn't expecting company. Yeah, I
Bless you.
would have cleaned up a little. I've never seen anybody tunnel into prison before.
No. No.
Solitary confinement. Clip. Well, that's how winners play. Yeah, we convince the other guy he's making all the right moves.
No.
Did you ever catch my accomplice? Yeah. It's the end of the roof.
I'm gonna say it in a demonic voice if you keep saying it.
You play this, Clyde. You play this real good. Thank you.
I know.
I'm glad you finally get to appreciate some of the effort that I put into all of this. Well, you set out to make a point, Clyde. You may. People still they don't appreciate what I'm trying to say, Nick, but they will soon enough. The man I cared about.
What kind of snooze was that? What kind of snooze was that?
You just have to see it that way. By murdering all those people, all you're doing is destroying the memory of your dad. It's the same pain that you're suffering from.
No.
So what do you suggest, Nick? Make another deal. One final offer, is that what it is? I don't make deals with murderers anymore, Clyde. You told me that. Finally. Well done. Bravo.
No one's gonna die on my watch.
After all. If you go through with this, Clyde, it's a decision you'll have to live with for the rest of your life. I'm sorry, Nick. Me too.
I said, Clyde, it's a decision
Me.
for the rest of your life.
No, that was me.
Which I figure right now is about 25 more seconds.
Ranger, North Stock, Tactical Laser.
You'll blow yourself up. That was hot.
Good thing. It's a good thing I'm wearing my Bluetooth earplugs so no one can hear anyone's saying their full names.